Hey guys, just showing you something that I got on the test server since I was, like today, I was researching some things on the internet, and then I saw that the two new the Chinese medium premium tank and Chinese heavy premium tank are released on the test server. I wanted to check them out. Basically I don't care about the T-34-3, to be honest. There's nothing interesting about it, it's just a medium tank with no gun depression, weak armor, and just a very improper gun, honestly, for a medium tank. But I wanted to check this out. I wanted to check out the Chinese Tier 8 premium tank, the 112, which is basically an introduction from this into the 113, the Tier 10 one. It has the same kind of armor as the 113. Actually, let's just get the 113 so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, of course. One thing that annoys me on the test server, they put so many things in. Oh, I don't have to have a crew. I'm just gonna buy the tank to show you what I meant by armor. See? Sloping on this, incredible. But look at the whole brick of the armor. Yeah? You're looking? Well, it's exactly the same thing. It's just a little bit less sloped on the front. You can see that because the turret is placed frontally. Oh no. Oh fuck, it doesn't. It is the hull of the 113. Oh shit, I didn't notice that. It is effectively the hull of the 113. Yeah, exactly the same armor values on the front. So yeah. So just to give you a comparison, the 113 has an effective armor thickness of 260 something on its frontal plate. And if you angle your tank just a tiny bit so it's a little bit higher, then this becomes an out of bounds zone. I'll show you two games that I had in this tank. I won't go into detail about like doing an overview of this tank overall. I'm just gonna talk while the replays are playing so you guys can make up your mind. Would you want this tank or not? How it is right now, I played about 5 or 7 battles and I have to say I'm quite pleased with it. There are situations where it lacks, but then again on the test server I already found out there's a that you can cheat on the test server. Cause I had a one T-34-3 which ammo racked 3 tanks in a row, plus me, it ammo racked me twice, only hit me twice, and both of those hits were ammo racking hits, so yeah, of course you can hack. So yeah, let's just go and show you guys the games. And this is the first battle, we're playing on Fjords. This is my very first battle in this tank, mind you. This is a tier 8, tier 6 game. The matchmaker is a little bit is going easy on people because it's there's a lot of people trying out tier 8, so why not try out something like this? What I have to say, like after thinking about it, a tier 8 tank with the armor of the 113 can walk. The 140 doesn't. But I'll try that out. Actually, since I bought it, I'm gonna play 2 or 3 games with it. Now I'm just typing, so don't mind me. I won't get any support over here, and you'll see what this tank is capable of in terms of bounces and stuff like that. I go forward here, but then I think to myself, well, there's a little bit of a, you know, this a little bit of a hill that I can use to side scrape or hide my lower plate. In fact, now I'm badly positioned, but I'm gonna reposition myself for a better position overall, and you'll see how much this tank can take. I will post the endgame stats for this because I took screenshots of the endgame plates. I will post it and show you. Now you see I shot the 112 myself, but I didn't do damage. Now I get hit. I just check what I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit in the lower glaciers, as I predicted. There's no chance I'm gonna penetrate that hit, but this guy just comes around. I turn my tank around, bounce one hit, and just hide my lower plate. I get hit in the tracks. You can see it bounce from the upper plate. The medium tank and the heavy tank have the same gun. The both premium Chinese tanks have exactly the same gun, which has 175mm of penetration on 250 on gold. I didn't use a single gold shell, and I was still quite satisfied. I'm just wiggling forward and backward to not allow them to get decent hits. But this guy gets a good idea, and he comes around just to get my lower plate. Now I put one in the 112. But you can see I'm bouncing a ton of shots. I bounced one shot, bounced second shot, hit the T-34. Now slowly there's some friendlies coming over here. I lost quite a bit of life, but I'm still fighting strong. I put another hit into him, and mind you, I'm not using heat shells. Those are normal shells. 175mm of penetration will go through the lower plate of this tank easily. It's quite a big weak spot. You can see angling doesn't help all that much with the lower plate, but still it helps enough. Now I was a little bit I was a little bit ballsy, and that actually didn't work to my advantage. You can see the two hits that actually penetrated and did proper damage were in the lower plate. Let's just stop the game and show you what kind of situation we had here. They didn't shoot my turret at all, but those two weak spots will be quite easy to hit. The hatches are quite, like, distinct. The overall turret, I think, will be bouncy as hell. We have 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, and 2 penetrating hits, and hits that the medium tank took on from this kind of angle on my frontal wheel. You can penetrate through the frontal wheel, but let's continue. This is gonna be a short one. I'm just gonna die in a second. The Super Pershing did the stupidest thing on earth and rammed into the medium tank, killing himself. I see that I have 2 guys coming in from the back of me. I bounce a KV-4, but unfortunately I also bounce my head on him. Now I'm doing a stupid thing. I'm showing the bad side of the armor. Now I think to myself, yeah, this is the way I should side scrape him. He misses his shot, but unfortunately this gun, against a KV-4, you're gonna have problems, so I load heat. This guy behind me also misses his shot, but I think that's the VK 3000. Yeah, that's the VK. So I just try to back out, but I get blocked by the VK, so I move forward. Now there's a T90, T69, and it's over. I put a head into his tracks, but that's it. So now let's go look at the second game. Here we have the first play for that game. It was first class mastery badge, doesn't matter because it's this server. 1.6 thousand experience without the daily double. It's for our defeat, so whoa. And 83,000 credits. Let's see the second play. On the second play we see 2,894 damage. And I don't know why, but I was stopping my team. You're gonna see why in a second. Third plate. Because I got basically the most hits into me probably and did the most damage and stuff like that. I didn't do the most damage, but 11 hits out, 11 direct hits, 10 penetrating hits, did 2.9 thousand damage, which is quite significant. And hits received 15, 8 penetration, 7 non-penetrating hits, 5,330 average damage received. So, whoa. Enemies spotted 2, enemies destroyed 4. Damage, sorry. Not destroyed. And yeah, basically I got a reward for being the top in my team, which gives you now 1.5 multiplier on experience and credits. So yeah, that's it. Let's go into the second game. And this is the second game. We are playing on Comorin. That's a new map. Well, not a new map. That's an old map that was reworked. I remember when I played on it, when I just started World of Tanks, and when I started it was like 2 weeks, and then a patch came out and it deleted the map from the game. Honestly, from what I heard, from what Jingle said, it was a horrible map. Now I'm very grateful for this Russian player to be a bitch and just bump me around, because he's a medium tank and he doesn't know how to drive around. This is the last game I played with the 112 before doing this video, and I wanted to put it out. I'm gonna put it out today so you guys can see my initial thoughts on those tanks, because we were talking about it. So yeah. So as I said, the armor on this thing, if you are able to hide your lower plate, it's quite beastly. One thing that I noticed in the few games that I had, ammo rack is quite easy to hit, so a safe stowage skill on your loader is probably a good choice. Not probably, it's evidently a good choice. I don't have an idea what to do on this map, then just don't mind, guys, don't mind. You'll see what I did on the end plates, even though I will die in this battle. I'm back out, now I check that that side doesn't see me, so I'm not gonna get raped from something I don't see. I noticed the medium tank going uphill over here. I tried to get a hit, but unfortunately I'm not able to. I put a hit on this guy, angle my armor when they shoot. I know that he has quite a beastly reload speed, so waiting for them. This gun actually shoots quite fast, I would say. I don't know how fast it actually fires. It has 4.7 rounds per minute. So with a quick calculation, I would have to divide that by... I don't have a calculator, or do I have a calculator near me? Does this thing work? Nope, it doesn't. I just don't wanna launch. Now you see I got hit exactly in the lower plate with a gold shell. I bounce a hit. I don't know from what, honestly. I think it's a 112. Now I back out, angle myself, put a hit in his lower plate. He shoots, bounces. You can see the armor on this thing really trolls people. It's like an IS-6, just it's basically a Chinese version of the IS-6, but without the sloping on the without the angles on the frontal plate. You only have a flat plate, which is, as I said, that's the thing that the 113 has. And I have to say I'm not pleased with the 113. I played it a few times with 8.6 and 8.7 test server, and I cannot say that I was pleased, so just allow me to divide. 12 seconds, so with a full crew and the rammer you'll get about 10 seconds reload time, something like that with everything on. This crew doesn't have BIA, it's my IS2 crew because it's the highest Chinese tank that I have crew. So you can see most shots that actually go in. Of course, this server, you know, everyone's puking gold because they don't know how to fucking play the game. But overall, I would say I am quite pleased with the performance of this tank. Unfortunately, I think I hit him, but I'm not sure. The gun, it's the gun of the IS-2, something like that. And I have to say I'm very pleased with how it performs. It performs exactly how it performs on the IS-2, meaning if I get good matchmaking, and this tank has to have preferable matchmaking and a perfect hit on the side, ammo racking. And see, I hit under the turret and it ammo racked the tank, so that's a thing to take note of, that hit can ammo rack you. Now I don't see this guy, but I see this one. He misses his shot. I aim at the lower plate, and you see, with this kind of angling still goes into the lower plate. And notice that this gun, even though it aims for ages, it actually goes in like butter. See, the shots go straight forward. So I would say this tank has a preferable matchmaking, giving it a great chance. Because against tier 8s, it has low penetration, I won't deny it. But you still can make it work. This shot went a little bit high and hit the turret, which basically always will bounce. I don't see occasion where the shots won't bounce. I feel like this reload is quite fast. I don't know why. I cannot check how fast the reload is actually on this. We'll check after this in the garage. This will be a quite short video, but as I said, I want to give you guys my impressions of the tank. He's coming in, I just aim at the lower plate again, hit, penetrate. Notice that I'm not using heat shells at all. Not a single premium shell will fire it. If you hit the lower plate, it will go like butter. I wanted to check out the E75, unfortunately I'm not able to, because something with the test server is bugged and it doesn't allow me. Now I bounce a heat shell. And I get this a lot. In the first battle, if you guys actually... And I get hit by the tiger, and that tiger is gonna be my bane. He has shots on me and no one cares about him because there's only one guy over here. Now I don't care about the heavy tank because I have a medium tank in front of me. I aim up the lower plate, boom! Goes in, does damage. Just simply, this gun can do quite a lot of damage if you know where to aim, and it allows you to fucking hit it. And since it's a premium tank, you don't have to research anything or anything like that. So you're just basically putting out shots each second, doing thousands of damage, which is basically like raping people. Now I hit the T-34-1, I get hit by the bloody tiger. I'm waiting just for my reload. Now I got blocked on something, but I'm thinking, okay, I have to get out of this tiger side, this guy will handle this 112. But unfortunately I will die without doing anything else, so yeah, basically let's go into the garage. I'll tell you my overall review of this, and that's it. And here are the plates for the second game. First class mastery barge, 1.7 thousand, almost 1.8 thousand experience, a lot of hits, honestly, all in Chinese tanks, and 111,000 credits. So second plate on this, 4,000 damage done, which is the most in my team and the most in the enemy team, with 2 kills. The second to me, this T-69 actually had 3,000, so let's see the third plate. On the third plate we see 20 shots fired, 16 direct hits, 12 penetrations, 4,000 damage done, hits received 11, 6 penetrating hits, 5 non-penetrating hits, 4,000 damage received. Now, received 92,000. Notice the repair cost for this vehicle. If they leave it at this has the potential to make money like a madman. Because I basically earned more than I usually earn with this kind of battle with the T-34. And notice that I shoot way faster than a T-34. Well, I feel like I'm shooting faster than a T-34, and I can bounce god-awful a lot of shots. So, let's go back into the garage to give you guys a review. So yeah, the 112 Chinese premium tank. What I can say is awesome. Basically I cannot see bad things about it the first look that I gave it. Overall it has decent health pool, but you won't notice it. It actually has a high speed limit, 45 kilometers per hour. You will struggle to get to that because of your very weak engine, but it happens. It happens. I got to that speed and I was like, what the fuck, how the hell this goes so fast? So it's possible. 240 frontal armor on the turret means you basically, if you have to shoot at 112, either shoot this gigantic weak spot or those two. It depends. If he's cooled down, you're fucked. If he hides the frontal lower plate and angles himself, you basically can like escape from the battlefield, because nothing will go through this. Gold shells will struggle to penetrate this frontal plate. Of course, not gold shells for something like a Yak Panzer E100, but then again, you're not meeting them. You have preferable matchmaking. I didn't get a single tier 10 game in all the games that I played, meaning this has preferable matchmaking because everyone, the Armada and the Dog are playing tier 10s on the test server. The sides are spaced armor, much like the IS-7. This is basically like a weak version of IS-7, I would say. It's the 113, but better. Because the 113 has a tremendously bad gun, to be frankly honest. It doesn't have one redeeming quality in itself. And it's worse than the medium variant of this gun, so yeah. So yeah guys, we'll see when it comes to the normal server how much will it cost. I'm probably guessing something around 12,000 gold. If someone is into Chinese tanks, like I like Chinese tanks, the heavy tanks, like the IS-2, the 110, I will enjoy the WZ. I know because I checked it out on the last test server. You can basically buy this, get some proper crew experience and earn some credits, as you saw in the replay in the post-game stats that I posted, because the credit gain for the second battle was 4,000 damage with a gun that does 400 average damage, 390. Isn't that bad? Now look, the stats on the gun say it's quite horrible. Come on, stupid mouse. 4.55 So as I said, about 13 seconds reload time, but you don't feel it when you have everything on. It actually fires faster. I don't know why. Average damage 390. Accuracy is worse than on the pattern. That's amazing because this fires better than the pattern. And 3.4 aiming time, which is almost old arty time. Yeah, basically you can aim from space and take your time before this actually starts to properly aim at you. But the one thing that I can say, the traverse speed is quite low. That's one thing that I can note, that the traverse speed of the tank is quite lowish. It has a problem with that. I didn't feel it catching fire, but then again I have a gold fire extinguisher on this because, yeah, it's a Chinese tank, ergo it should get fire quite easily. Same goes for the ammo rack. As you saw ahead over here, ammo rack to tank. So probably all this of, like this section of this will be an ammo rack. Plus the Chinese have a tendency to have already started getting ammo racked over here. And I saw a T-34-3. For those of you who would think about it, the guy moved around, he got hit in the ammo rack because he got hit somewhere around here because he didn't even pass a corner and he exploded. So yeah, that happens. So yeah, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment on the video saying what you think about this tank. Did you check it out? Do you want to buy it? And do you want me to do more videos of tanks that are on the test server until this test server is up? That's why this video is going up today. Yeah, and that's it guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good time. This is Kazrak signing off.